MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI are fucked. Lunchly, y'all remember their brand? Sales are down 97%.
Three of YouTube's biggest stars announced that they were teaming up to take on Lunchables. Parents thought they had finally found a solution to the school lunch problem. But with sales and relevance falling off,
yeah, the relevance fell off, and it didn't also help that there was a huge fiasco where all the cheese was moldy for like the first 3 months of these things hitting the public shelf.
something very clearly went wrong.
Oh,
It all began in September 2024 as the internet lost its mind when MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul announced that they were teaming up for something completely unexpected. The trio revealed Lunchly, a pre-packaged meal kit which is their direct assault on Lunchable's billion-dollar empire, promising to deliver something the food industry had never seen before. For those who may not know,
there's something the food industry has never seen before. The same product, but 3% better, kind of. Yeah, bro, what innovation. As innovative as Pokemon's cookie brand.
Lunchables are basically these pre-packaged do-it-yourself meal kits.
Let me break it down for you. If you don't know what a Lunchable is, it's Goy Slop.
They usually have things like crackers, deli meats, cheeses,
Crackers, ugh.
treats, and come with a little drink. The timing was perfect, dropping right
Like, I think it's crazy how white people have a food named after them where you can just say it. Oh, yeah, I got a box of crackers. Can you imagine if there was a food called, well...
right before the new school year, when parents were already stressing about what to pack in their kids' lunchboxes. Every Lunchly kit would include prime drinks, Feastables chocolate, and what they claimed were significantly better ingredients than anything Lunchables had ever offered. According to the founders, Lunchly is a better option for those looking for a convenient, healthier choice compared to Lunchables, targeting health-conscious parents who want to give their kids something better without the guilt. The trio even made a video comparing Lunchly to Lunchables to
I'm telling you, people are going to understand the damage that Prime has done to the youth. Give it like 5 years. I'm telling you, this shit, there's something wrong with it. I've tried it. It's foul, but kids love it. I guarantee it like increases the odds of autism by 300%.
show that their product is much more superior.
Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch bar.
Whoa.
Feastables Crunch Bar.
Starting
Okay, I will say, I do like Feastables Crunch Bar. It's actually quite good. But I also love the Crunch Bar. I love it. It's fucking so good. It's horrible for you. I don't need them. But if it was put in front of me, I would swallow it. That sounds weird.
from the ingredients,
Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese.
That's crazy.
to compare the calories in each product,
22 grams of sugar,
10 grams of sugar,
7 grams of protein.
9 grams of protein.
9 grams of protein and over 600 calories is fucking abysmal. Like, you might as well just convert all of our children to fat cows.
while openly complaining about how bad Lunchables are.
Come in close and look at the queso cheese in Lunchly versus whatever that is. Drip versus stick. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. This is a Lunchly salsa right here. Look at the consistency, the texture. And this is Lunchables. This, look, it's watery. I can't even look at that.
They also have a dedicated section on the main website
Bro, 360 calories for 12 grams of protein. Legit. Just put our kids in fucking slop factories and funnel them shit like little pigs. Who thinks this is a reasonable meal for your child?
just to highlight
This is
how
crazy.
Lunchly is much healthier than Lunchables. Within weeks, Lunchly secured shelf space at major grocery retailers like Kroger's and Albertsons across the country, something that typically takes new food brands years to achieve.
Like, I'm telling you, these companies want to get your children addicted to shit slaps so that way they die earlier deaths. That way we can immigrate more people into our country. This is disgusting.
And suddenly, parents everywhere were seeing Lunchly positioned right next to the Lunchables they'd been buying for decades. And not just that, content creators started riding the Lunchly trends and created videos like I only ate Lunchly for a week and Lunchly versus Lunchables, and even comedy skits to take advantage of the hype. Everything seemed perfect, the hype was massive, and parents were ready to make the switch. But there was one problem the trio hadn't anticipated, and it was that not everyone was buying into the hype.
Yep.
Destiny Moody, a registered dietitian, board-certified specialist in sports nutrition, dietitian and a personal trainer, published an article titled "Lunchly has really pissed off this dietitian. Here's why." She pointed out that despite marketing itself as healthier, Lunchly contained 25 to 35% of calories from saturated fat, way above the USDA's recommendation of just 10% for school lunches. Additionally, each of their meals contain 12 to 14% of calories from added sugars, which fails to meet the USDA recommendation that kids' lunches contain 10% or less calories from sugar. This growing nutritional backlash was already spreading across social media, but it wasn't until DanTDM, one of the most respected family-friendly creators on the platform with nearly
I think this guy's fucking retarded. I'm sorry, bro. Every single time he makes a take, it's fucking horrible. I don't know why people, I don't know. Maybe you're a big DanTDM fan. I've never seen this guy say something that's not retarded and virtue signaling like crazy.
30 million subscribers join the conversation.
I'm sorry.
This is selling stuff for the sake of making money.
I'm sorry, bro. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Yeah. Like everything else is in the world. This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than just trust people who are selling it to them. Do better. I want to remind you, this guy has sold millions in merch. So I don't want to see this guy virtue signaling like he's above selling shit when he himself participates in selling the same shit. Literally does the exact same thing. Literally does the same thing.
Simple. How does this benefit?
This was a horrible take. Maybe the guy's great. This take was horrendous.
Fit their fans.
Maybe
this is
he's
selling
great.
crap to
I don't know.
kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. Because he is a YouTuber who has built his entire career on being trustworthy, wholesome, and genuinely caring about kids' well-being. When DanTDM speaks, parents actually listen. Within hours, the tweet had exploded across social media, with DanTDM supporters rallying behind his message, praising him for speaking truth to power and protecting children from what they saw as another YouTuber's cash grab, with comments like, "None of them are passionate about health towards fans, only..."
Let's just pull this up. So he wants to say it's bad to sell things just for the sake of making money. So you would assume that he wouldn't have any merch. Like, I understand getting a quick buck off of virtue signaling and making a disingenuous tweet is one thing, but like, look, yes, DanTDM, Daniel Middleton has sold official merchandise for years and continues to do so, right? Selling shit like t-shirts, hoodies, accessories, bags, toys, range from around $10 to $35 per item. Let's Google this. How much on average is a DanTDM t-shirt? A special foil hologram t-shirt, $16.95 from $8.48. Higher end limited designs, $25 to $30. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't want to see anybody saying you can't sell shit for the sake of making money when you're charging up to $30 for a fucking t-shirt. It's the right message. It's the right message, but I don't think he has the grounds to say that shit, especially to a child audience of which he's marketing to.
Only their wallets.
My opinion.
So disappointing. And YouTubers are money hungry these days. I miss the old YouTube. But the Lunchly defenders weren't backing down either, arguing that DanTDM was not any different. Bro wasn't complaining when he was making millions selling DanTDM merch to kids. But the timing couldn't have been worse for the Lunchly trio. Just as they were building maximum momentum and excitement, one of the most trusted voices in the space had essentially called their entire project designed to exploit children. Instead of taking the more mature approach and addressing DanTDM's concerns, KSI decided to go on full attack mode. KSI quote tweeted DanTDM with a photo of Dan's own merchandise, adding the caption, "Looks like crap to me." But KSI wasn't done, as he immediately doubled down by exposing what he saw as DanTDM's hypocrisy, pointing out that the family-friendly creator had promoted Munch Pack, which is a food subscription box targeted at kids without receiving any backlash.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's the right message, but it's the wrong messenger.
KSI also pointed out Dan himself promoted other harmful products for kids in his video.
If you just type in DanTDM sweets, there's countless of videos of him eating sweets, promoting sweets to his audience.
And he started bringing up other YouTubers who had released candy and sweets without facing the same level of criticism, naming Ryan Trahan and FaZe Rug as examples of creators who got a free pass for their sugary products.
Now, once again, I don't care if somebody releases merch. I don't care if somebody releases a product. But if the product is shit, I'm going to say it's shit. And if the product's good, I'm going to say it's good. And if you want to check me on that, at the very beginning of this video, what do I say? I tried Feastables Crunch. It's actually pretty fucking good. What I'm saying is I think Lunchly is just a shit product.
The same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets. Where was the same energy when
Also, Joyride is actually banging. It's actually good as fuck. So that's a banger one.
FaZe Rogue released sweets. Now, I'm not throwing them under the bus.
Instead of addressing whether Lunchly was actually good for kids, KSI had turned this into a petty battle.
Like, I would rather DanTDM say, you can sell merch and these products to your fans, but at least make it not shit. But saying things like, you're only selling these because you want money. Meanwhile, you've made millions off of children for doing the exact same thing. You're not the guy to say this, man. You're really not.
About who was allowed to sell products to children, and shifted to claiming that people were just hating on them for being successful.
It's because people just hate us. When it comes to Twitter, Twitter is just a cesspool of the most depressed people on this earth.
The internet community
I don't give a fuck about KSI, but I will be real. Twitter is fucking miserable. That's why I love it. Because I'm the most miserable man of them all. I sit on that shit every fucking day. Give me more, Elon. Give me more.
He watched this meltdown in real time and was not impressed, with viewers saying KSI's ego has grown so much to the point where he actually believes that he hasn't done anything wrong. KSI trying to gaslight himself into believing he's winning this argument. But KSI's Twitter tantrum was just the beginning, because while he was busy attacking DanTDM's toys and calling people depressed, actual medical experts were taking a much closer look at Lunchly's healthier alternative claims. Dr. Mike, a board-certified family medicine physician with nearly 15 million subscribers, decided to put Lunchly's health claims under the microscope. His first observation cut right into the most important aspect of a food product, nutrition. And when Dr. Mike compared Lunchly to actual nutritional standards for school lunches,
It's actually a bummer because with funding from MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI, like they could have actually just made like a really good healthy alternative to Lunchables. And I think that would be so beneficial for like so many Americans, right? But like they just made another shit slop product. And it's a shame because we could have done so much good for so many kids.
Discovered a big problem.
USDA caloric guidelines say that a lunch meal for kids K through 8 should contain around 625 calories. Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories,
which leads to even bigger consequences.
Which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories.
And if they did that, they'd get nearly 1,300 milligrams of sodium,
which is also significantly over the USDA standards.
But it got worse as Dr.
It's also very bad because Lunchly is sold as a full meal to kids, right? So there were probably tons of parents buying this product for their kids, and that's just not enough. It's so bad, it's ridiculous.
Mike found that despite being marketed as a healthier option, Lunchly failed multiple nutritional standards.
Less than 10% of calories should come from saturated fat. Lunchly turkey, 23% of calories come from saturated fat. Less than 10% of calories should come from added sugars. Lunchly turkey, 10.4 comes from added sugars.
And gave viewers the ultimate verdict.
It's clear Lunchly, just like Lunchables, misses the mark too many times to be considered meaningfully healthier, at least in my opinion.
People all over the world agreed with Dr. Mike's videos, saying things like Lunchly is healthier than Lunchables is like saying drinking 23 beers a week is healthier than drinking 24. Technically, that's right. That's not a meal no
Truth fucking nuke.
matter how you think about it. That's feeding your kids with trash.
Absolutely.
But Dr. Mike wasn't.
I do want to see these people keep the same energy towards Lunchables though. Straight up. Like, so many people shit on Lunchly. You should also be shitting on Lunchables. You absolutely should. But I didn't see anybody shitting on Lunchables at all.
The only medical expert paying attention. Dr. Brian Sutter, a sports medicine doctor, noticed that Lunchly had been pushing electrolytes as one of the key ingredients and one of the reasons why they're much better than Lunchables. So he decided to speak up with a tweet that would then go viral. Sodium getting rebranded as electrolytes will be taught in marketing textbooks one day. What Dr. Sutter meant by this is that sodium is the main electrolyte in energy drinks. But instead of just saying sodium, sodium, Prime rebranded itself as Electrolytes because it was actually
That is fucking insane.
just potassium instead of sodium. But instead of addressing the science, Logan Paul chose to personally attack the medical expert with an aggressive tweet. Crazy how even a sports medicine doctor can't tell the difference between sodium and potassium, you idiot. In response to Logan Paul's tweet, Dr. Sutterer made an entire video titled The Truth About Electrolytes, Prime, and Lunchly. In the video, he broke down the basics behind Prime and Lunchly's electrolyte marketing themes.
They advertise on the side of the bottle there are 834 milligrams of electrolytes, but what does that mean? It's primarily potassium. It's basically flavored coconut water. That's the number 2 ingredient is coconut water, and that's where you get a lot of that potassium.
While comparing Prime to other energy drinks on the market like Element.
But Element, 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 of magnesium. So you compare that with Prime, one has 10 milligrams of sodium, one has 1,000 milligrams of sodium. One has 700 of potassium, 200 of potassium. When you have such extremes in what is being found in these beverages, you have to question what is actually appropriate.
And revealed that Prime wasn't even functional as the hydration drink it was claiming itself to be.
But the specific thing with Prime is that it doesn't have the amount of sodium that you need for optimal hydration, specifically with sweat loss.
Dr. Sutter also pointed out the real problem is the way people marketed Prime and Lunchly.
The challenge is that it's marketed with professional elite athletes consuming it as this optimal hydration electrolyte beverage that is good for you when you're exercising, good for your health, good for your hydration.
As well as how it's misleading buyers.
And so they're advertising it like it has these benefits with hydration.
It really is sad how you can look at a product, read what it says in the label, and it can be a complete bold-faced fucking lie, and the people who sell it face zero repercussions. And it's a shame because that's why the health crisis in America is getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
That simply don't hold up when you look at the science based on the actual electrolyte composition.
And to nobody's surprise, Logan Paul's aggressive tweet united the whole internet against him with a lot of negative comments.
Yeah, and if you'll notice, MrBeast didn't put out any angry tweet. MrBeast didn't fuck himself, I don't believe. But that's why I was very confused by MrBeast, who is pretty much a reptile smart businessman, worked with Logan Paul and KSI, like 2 of the biggest liabilities in terms of like marketing ever. I mean, Logan Paul quite literally has scammed his audience for like hundreds of millions of dollars. So why the fuck are we working for this guy? It makes no sense.
Logan Paul getting on Dr. Sutterer for simply spreading facts is wild. Bro is really desperate to make a health scam. The fact that Logan was so ready and willing to call a doctor an idiot just sums up how fit he is to be selling a product that's supposed to be good for your health. Just like KSI attacking DanTDM personally, instead of addressing concerns about kids' products, Logan was now attacking a medical doctor personally instead of addressing the science behind their health claims. And similar to Dr. Mike, Dr. Sutterer also poses the question that makes you think twice before using Lunchly.
Do you really think that the same beverage that should be used to hydrate elite mixed martial art UFC fighters training and sweating for hours is what you should drink at lunch when you're not sweating? And I think if you think about that, you'll realize that those are very different scenarios that should have very different hydration. And trying to market one thing as being applicable to all that is not good.
While Lunchly was already struggling with health experts destroying their marketing claims, and Logan Paul attacking medical professionals, the legal system was about to catch up too. Lara Vera filed a lawsuit asserting that Prime's 12-ounce energy drinks contain 215 to 225 milligrams of caffeine, surpassing the advertised 200 milligrams. The lawsuit highlights that the caffeine content equates to half a dozen Coke cans, or nearly 2 12-ounce Red Bulls.
That's fucking psychotic to be giving that to our kids. I'm sorry, bro. Nobody needs that shit besides depressed adults going to their 9 to 5.
Which increase the likelihood of getting health risks like anxiety, digestive issues, heart issues, and insomnia. And that's not even the first lawsuit against Prime and Logan Paul, because there's another class action lawsuit from 2023 alleging that a flavor of their sports drinks contain PFAS or forever chemicals, which are synthetic chemicals found in various products that can accumulate in the body over time. And according to the CDC, studies in animals have shown that the chemicals could affect reproduction, thyroid function, the immune system, and liver function. But all of that would pale in comparison to what was coming next. It all started with a single YouTube video that would change everything. Rosanna Pansino, a famous cooking YouTuber with almost 15 million subscribers, created a video comparing Lunchly and Lunchables. As she was opening both meal kits for the blind tasting test, she discovered something absolutely disgusting.
These are molded. This is molded. That's mold. This is not safe. Especially like kids that are so young, they may not know what mold looks like, so they might just eat it.
But to make matters worse,
yeah, this was a epidemic of photo after photo after photo of mold all over Lunchly. This was a PR fucking disaster, a nuclear warhead on their business. And to be honest, it's completely deserved. You know, I mean, I have no sympathy for people who are selling a horrible product to children. It's awful.
her team just bought these Lunchly kits from the store.
We just got them from the store. It says used by...
And it's crazy because MrBeast is doing a great job with Feastables. So I don't know how they fucked this one up this hard.
December 8th, 2024. And today's date is October 16th. So these are supposed to be good for like another 2 months.
Within hours, the video had exploded across social media. But this wasn't just one isolated incident, as a few others have also discovered mold in their Lunchly meals and posted their experience on social media. The timing couldn't have been worse. Parents who had already been questioning Lunchly's health claims thanks to the medical experts were now seeing actual food safety disasters. And the comments were overwhelmingly negative, with people saying things like literally zero quality control on Lunchly, time to rebrand to Moldly. But of course, MrBeast's fans couldn't let this slide, as they started calling Pansino's video fake. You are full of crap. You can accelerate the mold growing, which I bet you did for click engagement. I think it's highly likely you placed it with moldy cheese to get clickbait. That's why we didn't see you actually peel back the plastic. Even someone from MrBeast's team were calling out
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, MrBeast fan base is a little bit ferocious, to be honest.
Pansino for faking the video. So MrBeast's team is now trying to do damage control to the press. Did someone from MrBeast's team seriously just try to imply that I faked the mold in the Lunchly I bought? Is their PR move going to be smearing me when there are dozens of other reports of mold in their food? However, Rosanna Pansino's next tweet completely destroyed any doubts about Lunchly's quality. Had a lot of MrBeast fans spread the lie that I was faking the moldy Lunchly vid and would never post the full clip with no cuts. Well, here you go. I'm sure they will still not believe this is real, but maybe the dozens of other videos online showing moldy mozzarella cheese in Lunchlys will convince them. Again, please be careful eating these if you have them.
Yeah.
I think how we're doing the first. Is that the not version?
These are molded.
The spread of the viral video showing a moldy Lunchly kit resulted in hundreds of stores checking and sometimes preemptively pulling stock just to be safe. Consumer confidence
there goes hundreds of millions of dollars. Bro, that is a kick in the nuts.
collapsed overnight, and the moldy cheese crisis had accomplished what all the Twitter drama and health expert criticism couldn't. It had made Lunchly actively dangerous in the minds of parents. For a brand that had launched just months earlier with massive hype and celebrity backing, these controversies hurt Lunchly's fast growth dreams, especially as retailers began to quietly adjust displays and monitor sales more closely. But while the internet was convinced that this food safety crisis had killed Lunchly entirely, the reality of what happened next would surprise everyone. The confusion started in late 2024, when some store employees put up signs making certain Lunchly kits as discontinued or unavailable, as well as influencers recording empty Lunchly shelves, fanning rumors that the entire brand was pulled. People even posted on Reddit to ask about the brand. Is Lunchly officially dead? Genuine question. Neither MrBeast, KSI, or Logan Paul have posted about Lunchly lately. Even the Lunchly socials have gone completely silent. They announced a few new products here and there, but nothing for months. I don't really hear anyone talking about it, and haven't noticed if it's in more or less stores in my area. Social media exploded with posts mocking the products with tweets like, "You can't spell Lunchly without an L." But here's what actually occurred. There is no formal announcement from Lunchly, its founders KSI, Logan Paul, MrBeast, or regulators like the FDA declaring a full discontinuation. And what happened was much smaller in scale. Some Lunchly flavors, or SKUs, were temporarily marked inactive or removed from certain store inventories. This happened most often in late 2024 and early 2025, especially after cheese mold concerns spiraled. The food safety crisis had triggered specific responses, not a complete brand shutdown, as no recall covered the entire brand. Smaller, lot-based recalls were enacted to solve the mold issue, then replaced with new batches. When industry analysts actually investigated the discontinuation claims, they
even me, like at a point, I was curious if to want to try a Lunchly, but I was like, nah, it's probably gonna be fucking moldy. Like, and I am not that easy to influence. This would obliterate any chance this company ever had to succeed. It was wraps.
Found in most cases, only specific Lunchly varieties, like turkey stacks, went missing or were temporarily pulled. Even major chains like Kroger still carried at least 2 Lunchly varieties into mid-2025. While some stores had completely removed the products, others were still actively selling them months after the supposed death of the brand. And for most stores, the empty shelves weren't permanent because retailers clarified that discontinued for now meant only until safety checks or restocks passed quality control. And while physical stores were pulling products and putting up discontinuation signs, Lunchly kits also remained available online during this whole period. Even users on Reddit also noticed the same thing. They've barely promoted it, but have noticed it a lot more in stores these past few months. It notably is more expensive than Lunchables. Here they are at my local Aldi last weekend for nearly $2 more than comparable Lunchables.
Nobody's jumping on that, especially for a mere 270 calories. Like, what are we even doing? 270 calories, I can't even compare something that small for a child's lunch. 270 calories, what is that? Like fucking, what is that, like 2 bananas? I think, hold on, let me Google that. 270 calories. Yeah, 2 to 220 calories. So essentially a Lunchly is just 2 bananas. No way I'm going to pay $5, $6, $7 for the same calorie equivalent. And your kid needs to be filled. Like that's like, that sounds really weird. Your kid needs their stomach full of nutrients, and 270 calories is nothing. Like that's miserable,
to survive the moldy cheese crisis, the damage to their reputation was severe. The search interest just dropped after the launch, and by now it's basically flatlined, showing that people simply stopped caring about Lunchly. The brand that had launched with promises of being a healthier, safer, and better alternative than Lunchables was now fading into oblivion and got associated with food contamination and other nutrition controversies. I
think the biggest L was just partnering with Logan Paul. And that's a shame because, like, you know, Logan Paul, he's a very good entertainer. He's great on WWE. But the problem is he absolutely is a vile, inhuman, audience scamming piece of shit. And that's why I like him on WWE, because he plays a bad guy and I get to shit on him more. Going into a business venture with a known multi-million level scammer, what the fuck are you thinking?
Of August 2025, the founder...
I want you to still notice MrBeast never made any comments. And I got respect for MrBeast because when he had the meal replacement kitchens for his burger brand, can't remember what it was called. When quality wasn't there, he pulled the entire brand, and I think that was smart.
Who had been so
and I'm glad he pulled the plug on Lunchly too. Just focus on Feastables, dude.
Vocal during the launch and early.
Please give me $10 million, MrBeast.
Criticism have gone notably quiet about the brand's current status. Lunchly is proof that even influencers can't save a bad product.
True.
Even the biggest social media names can't mask a poor product experience.
True.
They had 3 massive creators, unlimited hype, instant distribution, and parents ready to believe in a healthier alternative. But when medical experts exposed their health claims as marketing tricks, when customers found mold in their food, and when the founders responded to criticism with personal attacks instead of product improvements, all the celebrity power in the world could not save them. The
tweets from KSI and Logan Paul were just fucking retarded.
Brand technically survived, but their reputation...
And by responding, they caused an infinite amount of more attention to it. They completely shot themselves in the foot, which it's not really a surprise for these 3. Well, sorry, for these 2. MrBeast just played it cool and ignored everything. MrBeast should have PR trained these 2 monkeys, bro.
Covered. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy these next ones as well, and don't forget to subscribe.
That was an amazing video. It was like Sunny V2, but just for shitting on Logan Paul and MrBeast and KSI. That was great.